Hey Bobby, this is Henry just showing you a little bit of what we had to do to make our printer, to make the adjustments for these thermal labels and different size rolls and whatnot. So Oscar here is setting up the information on the next movie too we're doing. I think he clicks on the field, enters the numbers, quantity and whatnot. That part I'm not really focused on, but what I wanted to show you is that this machine is made for a 3-inch core, which is that. But we're buying labels more commonly in a 1-inch core, which looks like that, looks like this. In the past, when we were just doing Mitchell & Ness, we transfer the 1-inch core materials onto a 3-inch core by hand, so that took a lot of extra effort. We were told that a toilet paper holder you could mount to the wall over there to hold these 1-inch rolls, but instead we happen to have an extra label printer UPS type that we're using to hold that in place because it's got kind of an adjustable thing to hold the roll, and then we just feed it right through the bottom of the machine like that. We do not need to use a ribbon on our thermal stickers or our thermal little hang tags that we're using. So when you don't use that ribbon, there's a setting on the machine that you could probably find, but it's for, how do you do it, Oscar? Or we're gonna screw anything up. You push this button, darkness, go through the options, and in print method, it needs to say direct thermal. So I don't know if you guys are using a ribbon or not, but if you're using the thermal little hang tags we bought, it works better, much better without the ribbon. So the other thing to note is that we had trouble starting off our skinny little hang tags because we weren't aware that we needed to set the paper sensor to make sure it doesn't just cover the edge of the label but kind of goes over the middle. Can you show us that, Oscar, where the paper sensor is at? So he just flipped that thing up and you can see a little light back there. As you can see, it's almost at the middle, but that is adjustable with your finger, I believe, right, Oscar?
Yes.
Where do you get it from?
Underneath.
Underneath there?
Underneath. Yeah.
Okay, so you're able to slide that little yellow tab back and forth so it can hit the paper, and that'll take care of your feeding. Like I said, when we didn't know that, we were having a lot of issues with it feeding or not recognizing there's a label in there. So those are just a couple notes to share, and if you wanted to do a FaceTime together, if you're having some sort of issue, just let us know and we'll try to make sure we're not at lunch or we're available. But in the meantime, we're also hustling to get our labels worked up so we can start tagging Ace Ventura or whatever we're doing right now. So this was just a introductory. If there's specific questions you have about this, let me know. Or again, we could FaceTime. Thanks.